Right, welcome ladies and gents. Before I do this intro, I need to quickly find this trailer and then finish doing the walk around checks, because obviously we can't do that until we find the trailer, hook up, do the full, give it back to the office, get our paperwork, and then we'll get on the way. So yeah, let's go find our trailer. Okay, so update. We have finally located the trailer that we're meant to be taking. Just put this on drive. Drive, good. Does the handbrake come off automatically? Yes, it does. By the way, I thoroughly love when that happens. Having an automatic handbrake release is an absolute winner. If you don't know, then you clearly haven't been driving long enough. Love it. Anyway, the trailer is actually all the way down there. I've been looking around this yard for 10 minutes. The shunter driver was like no help whatsoever, which is really weird considering that's his bread and butter, is to know what trailers where, and you know, he's the one moving them end of the day. But anyway, we found it. I'm gonna have to back up onto that, but there's a lot of moving parts here and there's a lot of pallets and not a lot of room. Look, salad. Distracted, Kev, concentrate. So yeah, we just want to back this up, dodging every single maze of pallets that we can, and before we even go near it, we'll go and do the obvious checks. All right, check the brake of the trailer and all of that good stuff. You should never try and connect and back onto a trailer that you haven't checked. So handbrake on, neutral. Again, love this neutral button. You don't have to mess about, you just click neutral, job done. Oh, and by the way, this is the lovely man truck that we're going to be driving today for the next few hours. Okay, so trailer legs good, tires. That's a big cut. I'm gonna have to tell someone about that. That's quite a big cut, but yeah, we'll get the shunter to have a look at it. He's got a bit more experience. So we're just taking tons of empty pallets really to get swapped for a load. Suspension, yep. Handbrake is on. Tires looking good. And again, just initially you're just doing a basic check, then hook on, and then you do a more thorough check with the lights and all that good stuff. Everything's there ready to go. So yeah, let's back onto it. God. Okay, reverse. You want to go in reverse anytime soon? It's doing its checks. There we go. Jesus. Right, handbrake come off nicely. Good. Right, the fifth wheel's taking it. Should hear a click. There we go. And then put it in drive. You do a pull test. 1, 2. Perfect. Click neutral. Handbrake back on. That was a bit excessive. Okay, that's secured. Just another tip whilst you guys are here. I've seen a lot of people sometimes, they pick up, what am I doing here? There we go. They pick up a trailer, they don't check what's in the back, or they don't check that these lock properly. That's a big issue. If you're picking up a trailer and you're taking it on a shift, you really need to be making sure that the doors are in good working order. So just top tip there for you. Fridge is now on. Woo, it's hot today. Anyway, as you've seen there, finally found the trailer, hitched up. I'll do my walk around checks, so all I'm checking is lights, tyres, you know, the basics, not gonna bore you with that. And then get the paperwork back in the office and off we go. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, welcome back, ladies and gents. So, as you can see there, we are leaving the depot. We are gonna be heading, what's beeping at me? Jesus. We're gonna be heading on some very, very tight roads. It is currently 1:30 p.m. Oh my God, be quiet. Right, no cars coming, good, like to see it. As you saw there, we hitched up, we got our paperwork, we're ready to go. We are setting off. We have about 181 miles to cover. It should take us about 4.5 hours with traffic, I reckon. So yeah, we got quite a hell of a drive. And we've got some very tight roads, as you'll see towards the end of the video. You know, we've got basically roads like this, small country roads, where if a vehicle comes my way, I'm gonna have to, we're gonna have to give each other some room. It's gonna cause some sort of complications, but we'll see. This guy's smart enough to wait, thank you very much. Or this lady. So we want to go Andover, turn right here, they've told me. Don't go to that bridge. They've said turn right at the crossroads and head towards Andover on the A303. Apparently, you know, they've had people hit that bridge, so they're not allowed to go that route anymore. Oh, here we go, first customer of the day. Yep, cool. No hesitation there, love it. Anyway, we're on £19 an hour for this shift, PAYE, and it should be about a 9-10 hour shift. No, longer than that, I reckon 10 minimum. So, you know, you're looking at 190 quid on a Saturday. Not bad at all. I'm not doing anything else, so why not? And I get to make content for you guys, so it's a win. But yeah, this vlog's gonna be super chilled. I'm really just gonna show you everyone what an average HGV shift is like. And yeah, hopefully you all enjoy it. So like I said, we've got a while. I'm just really looking forward to getting on the big roads for the next few hours, as opposed to staying on these. I mean, what is that? There's no way of dodging that. I'm just gonna have to clench. Oh, that's not too bad, that's not too bad. That looked a lot worse from 100 meters back. But yeah, if you hit that speed, your mirror's getting cracked, or your windscreen for sure. But yeah, we've got a bunch of pallets. We go to this place, this little farm, Norfolk Farm something or other, and they'll take the empty pallets and load us up with tons and tons of salad produce, so to speak, that needs to be kept at 3 degrees. So the fridge is ready to go. It's going to remain on for the whole journey. They want it on the whole shift. So thank you very much. Yeah, you're gonna have to go. Maybe I can keep going. Yeah, I can keep going. We're good, we're good. There we go. Perfect. Ah, look at this gentleman. What a fucking geezer. Okay, so take it nice and easy here. I don't want to be putting my wheels in that verge down there. Perfect. I'm not gonna lie, this shift is gonna be a lot of stress. It's going to be a lot of situations like this, and I just hope I've got enough coffee to get me through it. I'll definitely be stopping and getting some water, coffee, all of that good stuff. I have to say though, refrigerator work, regardless of how stressful like some of the roads may be or whatever, it's got to be one of the best jobs you can do, really, because there's no strapping loads, or there's no opening up side curtains. I mean, you get to go places like this, like you're delivering ambient food to these farms and these places that are in amongst like the Cotswold and like all these really picturesque scenic views, and it's quite nice. So yeah, the workload that you do with refrigerator is actually really, really easy. And like I said, oh, brilliant. I'm not sure how I'm getting through. I'm gonna have to, yeah, cheers lad. I'm gonna have to potentially tuck my mirror in as well. But we shall mount the curb. Cheers, mate. I've just got to take it really easy, to be honest. Oh, don't hit that light, don't hit that light, don't do it. Yes! Woo! Oh my God. The level of anxiety I'm gonna have every minute for the next, I don't know, however long till I get on this motorway. I mean, thankfully you got people like this, who are just nice enough to realise that, you know, we're not both gonna fit that easy. What is a class 1 vehicle doing in a place like this, honestly? Alright, so we have made it out of these tiny little villages, which I'm really thankful for. Looks like we're about to go on the A303 Andover and then join the A34, a little bit the M40. This guy didn't want to signal today, thank you very much. But yeah, the good thing is, like, if your shift starts off really stressful, then the rest is just nice and easy. But to be honest, we are pretty good now until I get to about the last 20% of the shift, when we get closer to that Norfolk farm thing, because I've been told, like, the last 10 miles of this journey is basically little country village roads, and you're gonna have to constantly stop and give way, and people are gonna have to stop ahead and give you way, and if you meet a lorry coming the other side, you're pretty much screwed. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I really enjoy that camera, you know. When I turn left, the camera activates and shows me the blind spot. I've got that mirror at the bottom left to see the wheel arch as well, and then I've got the big mirror to see the whole lorry. So from those 3 perspectives, as well as the corner one and the curb mirror, with all 4 of those combined, it's actually really, really good. But you need to be able to go slow enough around corners to actually utilize all 4. Or 5, shall I say, because if you're going quite quick, you're never going to be able to look at all of them. But yeah, really handy bit of kit, that camera, really enjoy it. I'm not a big fan of the sensors that every company has put on most of the UK lorries, and what I mean by that is the little sensors that when you signal, the sensors come on and start shouting, beep, this lorry's turning, or whatever the hell they shout. And it gets really frustrating after the millionth time, you know. So it is slightly annoying that when the sensors kick in, it just shouts random stuff. But you know, if you're driving places like London where you've got cyclists, loads of pedestrians, it's pretty handy, I guess. I don't know. Now then, let's talk to you guys about this little puppy. What do I think of DAFs? Well, if I'm honest, I try and judge each vehicle without socializing it to the whole brand, because, you know, for instance, some DAFs or some Mercedes are amazing, all the bells and whistles, really good bit of kit, but some Mercedes are really old, knackered and horrible to drive. So it just really depends on what vehicle you have. So I'm going to speak about this DAF in general, and if I'm honest, I've got adaptive cruise control, which I can set how close I want it here. So as you can see, that's really close. I want to be about 2 bars. That'll give me a safe distance, and I won't have such anxiety when I'm getting close to some traffic, you know. It'll slow down in quite good time. But yeah, adaptive cruise control. It's got this little badger for, you know, if I want a podcast on, or I want my Google Maps alongside my HGV sat nav. So yeah, really good bit of kit. Then, you know, you've got your automatic lights, your digital cluster. I can set it on, you know, anything from navigation, phone, media, and then on the left side I can have all sorts of things. I can check oils, lights, my tacho system, how long I've been driving, all of that good stuff. It's really, really simplistic, and I really like that. I don't like things that are just bleh, just throw up of bits and bobs. So yeah, and the tacho system is really simplistic. Like, it'll tell me how long I've got left till I need to take a 45-minute break. Really good. So yeah, another thing is they've got these cup holders on point. I mean, they even have like these rubber grommets here, so, which come off, by the way. Oops. The rubber grommets do come off, by the way, so, you know, yeah, attaching your drinks, they're not going to go anywhere. You've got another one down here. You've got your mirrors, windows, locks, like I said, adaptive cruise control, voice for your phone, calling, everything you could want really in a HEV. I mean, even down to the microwave and the power inverter. So yeah, I can't fault it. Really good bit of kit, really enjoy it. Anyway, let's cue the time lapse until we get closer to our destination, and I shall see you guys there. Oh, look at that bad boy, Lotus. Right, welcome back everyone. So, little update for you. We're about 12 miles away, and we've only got 35 minutes of driving time until I need to take a 45-minute break. So, essentially, like, I knew it was going to be close, about 10-15 minutes, but there was a bit of extra traffic, so that's now about 8 minutes. So, from the point that I get to the drop off, I've got 8 minutes to park this wagon up and stick that bad boy on brake and have a 45-minute break. So thankfully we've timed it okay. 8 minutes is more than enough time to get in a bay and stick myself on brake, especially in like the place we're going to. It's not a massive distribution center where I'm going to be waiting about for ages or anything like that, hopefully. From what I gather, it's a small little farm. So yeah, I mean, as you can tell, we've got sheep everywhere, we've got loads of farmland around here, and we're in a tiny kind of roads. It's not too bad at the moment. These A roads aren't too bad, but I suspect in about 3 miles when we make that left turn, it's gonna get pretty tight and pretty hectic. But overall, it's actually been a really pleasant shift. Like, this wagon's absolutely lovely to drive. The adaptive cruise control on this means that even when you're in traffic on the M25 and you're just constantly stopping and starting and catching up, it does it all for you. So all I literally had to do is just keep both hands on the steering wheel and allow this to just crawl forward as and when there was a space. So really pleasant drive. It has been a long one. It's about to reach obviously 4 hours. Sorry, 4.5 hours of driving. But anyway, let's head on to these small country lanes and see how it goes. Okay, packing plant. Okay, so thankfully the transport manager was actually really helpful, and you know, he brought it up on Google Maps and showed me like a street view. So this compound here on the left with those blue lorries, after that there should be one of those black HEV, you know, industrial estate signs. Jesus, Kev, why can't you speak? Anyway, yeah, the black industrial estate signs for HEVs, that's what I'm looking for. Look at this Muppet. Come on, mate. Oh, that's too close for comfort. I wouldn't have a chance to have done anything there. So yeah, I'm looking for, oh, packing plant. Straight on. But yeah, that's the sign I'm looking for, and I need to stay with that one. Otherwise, he said, I'm going to be in serious issues with some of the roads up here. Like, they're not roads that you can just turn around in. Is that a tank? Woof, that's old school Challenger. That's Challenger 1. That's a little museum. Wow, love stuff like that. I mean, bit random next to farms and stuff, but sure, why not? Okay, taking a left here. And this is where things get a bit weird, apparently. Hey, at least the trees have been trimmed. That's the annoying things. When you're going and driving to farms like this, it always looks like HGVs that, like, at least a couple miles beforehand, it's just constant roads where you know HGVs are not really suited to. It's not the worst in the world that I've seen, but yeah. This is awesome. This is like a little rally track. Wow. What a beautiful road. Well, we got our first customer of this road, so we'll just take it nice and easy. I don't want to... Oh, he's been awesome. What an awesome guy. Or girl, we don't know. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, what guy. See, it's a win-win. He gets to stay nice and safe. I get to transition through smoothly and a lot quicker, and then he gets to do the same. So it's a win-win. I just hate it when people don't realise this is a huge vehicle. We're not both going to fit as smooth as you think we are. Please stop. But yeah, you will get a lot of drivers like that. Thankfully, he was not one of them. Yeah, see, I cannot really take a chance here, so I'm just gonna have to crawl, because if someone's coming around there at 30 miles an hour and I need to use a bit of that road, it's gonna get messy. Ah, we got vehicles parked up on... Yep, gone. Oh wait, no worries. Okay, it's not bad, not bad. I've got to put it in between those two trailers. I haven't positioned myself the very best because he told me literally last minute. So I'm hoping I can get it in from this angle. It's going, and I've got plenty of room, so yeah. Look at that. Right, I need to take it all off. Oh my god, like a glove. Honestly, Kev. Well done, son. Might have to take one shunt, but is what it is. Or it might be alright. Yeah, I'll take a quick shunt. And get it right on the line. A little bit more. And then take it back off. Ah, don't come behind me, bro. I can't see you. There we go. Now we're straight. And then we just keep going. Cool. Right, so we'll stick it on brake. As you've seen there, that's changed to 44 minutes. So we had 45, now we've got 44 minutes. That'll keep going down, and that basically means you've got 44 minutes of brake until you can do another 4.5 hours of driving. So we've timed that absolutely perfectly. No infringements over here. And now I need to go and open the back doors. Easy. Now I need to go and get the back doors open, and then he can start offloading. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Turn around?
The best way for turning around here.
Okay, so I've got to do a little U-turn here and then head back out again. We've finally finished offloading. I got to have an hour and a half off work. Sorry, an hour and a half of rest. I'm just trying to turn around without, that's quite, that trailer's dragging. Oof. It's not great on the tyres, but there's not really a lot you can do sometimes. Sometimes you've just got to make those turns. And you know, the back tyres of the trailers aren't actually moving forward, they're just scraping side. But anyway, yeah, an hour and a half break, not bad at all. Bit of a shame that they don't really have any facilities. I mean, there is a little bit, there's toilets and stuff, but they didn't really have like anywhere to get coffee or anything like that, so that was kind of annoying. So we're going back the same way, and I'm hoping that it stays nice and quiet. There's no lorries coming our way or tractors, because as these guys mentioned, they basically get all the farmers from here bring their tractors with their trailers into the farm, and then they sort out all the produce, so to speak. And yeah, it basically means there's usually a lot of tractors cutting about here, which, as you can imagine, not the greatest roads to be juggling tractors coming past you whilst you're in a big lorry. But yeah, it's a bit annoying that that took like an hour and a half. Is what it is though. Sometimes nature of the beast. Sometimes it takes 2 hours, sometimes it takes 4, sometimes it takes 30 minutes. Just depends, you know, who's doing the offloading and loading and how busy they are. They're having to wait for other things to come, for another lorry that has the produce that you're taking back down south and stuff like that. I've got to say, the sunset right now is absolutely beautiful. Woo! That's lovely. Lovely views. So we're gonna have these 4 hours back to the depot. I'm gonna look at stopping somewhere because I'm absolutely starving, as I mentioned. But yeah, it should be a nice smooth drive, and we'll get back to the depot. We've got to park it up and connect it all to the external power source so that the generator on the frozen trailer isn't burning through pointless fuel, and then hand the paperwork in, and then job done. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna break down how much I've earned and overall how good the shift was, and what, generally speaking, what the refrigerated side of life is like in terms of the HGV logistics industry. So stick around for that. I'll probably do that in the car and enjoy these nice views. Cue the time lapse. And those 4 hours have magically disappeared. So we're back now, and thankfully that wasn't too bad actually. Like I said before, we're gonna have to park up this wagon and the trailer and hitch it up so that it can be plugged into the electric power source. That way the generator can turn off, the fuel can get saved, and it's literally going to be running off the electrics down there on the left. Alright, so that's us parked up now. So we finished our 4.5. Yeah, it ended up being 4 hours and 40 minutes on the way back, but that's purely because I stopped off at McDonald's. And yeah, as you can tell, I had quite a big, decent meal. But yeah, it was a good shift overall. Like I said, £19 an hour. It's now 11:30, so by the time finish doing all this bit, paperwork, and then get back in there and dip my taco card, it'll be about 12 hours. Yeah, £19 an hour for 12 hours, it's not bad. The good thing is that, you know, throughout the whole shift with refrigerator work, 99% of the time, you're not doing any sort of the manual labor work or any of the grafts really. What you're doing is picking up produce or whatever it may be. It gets loaded on for you, it gets strapped down and everything sorted for you. You just pull forward, close the doors, and make sure you set it at the correct temperature as per the paperwork, and you go to your next delivery point, drop it off, rinse and repeat. Or you might just have, like myself, just do one and done, simply because it's 4 hours there, 4 hours back, you know, it's already quite a long one. But I know that some of the drivers here, they do a bit of tramping, hence why some of these wagons are well, most of them are in really good nick, and they have, you know, power inverters, microwaves, fridges, big sized beds, not the small ones you get on some of the other lorries. So they go out for like 4 nights and they'll just do this for 4 nights, and it's literally, you know, 10 to 11 hour shifts, some of them slightly less, and then they park up, sleep, whatever, and you're getting your extra £25 a night as well for doing that. So all in all, you know, working this job 4 or 5 days, you can earn a serious amount of money. Some of you wanting that insight into the industry of refrigerator work, hopefully you found this video insightful, and hopefully you got to have a little bit of a look of what it's like to do refrigerator work. But honestly, out of the last however many years that I've been doing this, refrigerator work, time and time again, proves to just be really easy stuff. Yeah, if you can find a company that's willing to pay good money for refrigerator work, you're onto a winner. Not doing much, getting paid high rates to just sit in a lorry and listen to some music or some podcasts and have a good time, essentially. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the content, then hit that subscribe button. If you want to see some more of my stuff and get a better insight into the HGV industry, or the logistics industry, so to speak, then check out some of my other content, give it a subscribe, and like the video, and let me know what you thought.